personal trainer and wellness coach, and I'm going to show you 2 exercises to work your posterior. In other words, 2 exercises to work your glutes and your hamstrings. The first is a deadlift. So to do the deadlift, you're going to stand with your feet about hip distance apart and your knees slightly bent and your arms out in front of you. Now you're going to hinge forward from the hips. Do this slowly. Now you're going to bend down as far as possible until you feel that your hamstrings are stretched, looking forward the whole time. And then you're just going to come back to standing position. Now I did this exercise without any weights. You can do this without any weights and it will definitely tone your hamstrings and glutes, or the posterior part of your body. But you can also do this exercise with weights. So I'm going to now do this with 5-pound weights. So if you're going to do this with weights such as dumbbells, you're going to hold the dumbbells so that your palms are facing towards your thighs. And now, again, feet hip distance apart, knees slightly bent, and hinge forward from those hips. Bend down as far as possible until you feel that your hamstrings begin to stretch. And now come back to standing position. And that is a deadlift. The second exercise I'm going to show you to work your posterior muscles is called the hip thrust. The hip thrust is done lying down on your back. So let's get down on the floor. Preferably, just to give you some cushioning, it's good to have some kind of an exercise mat. I have a yoga mat here. And so I'm going to lie down on my back, my knees bent, my feet flat, my hands down by my side. Now I'm going to lift my hips up to hip level. Now, I can hold this position for a certain amount of time, let's say 30 seconds, and that would be called a static hip thrust. Or I could just do reps without holding, like so. So as you're lifting, you're squeezing your butt and the back of your legs, your hamstrings. There's lots of variations for this exercise. I could also do a one-legged hip thrust. So I could lift one leg up, and now I could lift those hips up. I could also add some more resistance in addition to my own body's resistance. So, like in the other exercise, the deadlift, I have my 5-pound weights, so I'm going to have them above my head. And now I'm going to lift up. And that was the hip thrust.